back with a brand new episode of Socially Awkward. Is this not working? I'm not hearing myself.
I hear you.
Oh, you hear me? Okay. I might have to. There we go. All right. Hello. Yes, so I'm Steve-O.
Yo, and I'm Matthew.
And this is Socially Awkward as I fuck this up. But you know what? I didn't bear the lead. I'm already just to let people know. I'm fucking Matthew.
Yo.
Matthew.
Hey.
I'm drunk.
You're already fucking drunk.
I'm already fucking drunk.
Man. What am I going to do for the next 4 hours?
Touch me. I need some sexual pleasure tonight.
I need you to touch me. Hey.
Yeah, we are back with a brand new episode of Socially Awkward.
What's good, man? How are you?
You know what?
Now, how are you feeling? How are you?
How am I? Honestly, this week has been shit.
Mm.
This has been a really shitty week, but I do want to give props out to my co-host on Life is Shit, Patrick. He's got a job offer, and we went out to celebrate, and I had a little bit too much, and then had to rush over back here because I'm like, I've never done this. I've never been late to a show because I live at the show.
Mm.
So after I had a couple of drinks and being at the local brewery we go to, Huss,
Yeah.
I'm a little. I feel bad for saying this, but Matthew,
Yeah.
I think I'm in love.
The anticipation. It's like a horror movie. I'm going to get naked and take a shower.
Where are my keys?
Well, damn, this is a long intro. This is not.
Yeah,
I wish it would have cut straight to the part that I wanted, but you know, I'm invested now. I'm committed.
So it's so weird. My day started off really good. Got up, got to work on time, was able to do all the stuff I need to do. Oh shit, there's some lyrics.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, we're letting this ride.
Let me get to the chorus.
Oh, you're good.
There we go. This is the part I wanted.
This is the part you wanted. Ah, nice.
That's what I was trying to pull off, and I did not do it at all.
You're good. You're good.
So, yeah, you think you're in love?
I think I'm in love. Or it's probably just infatuation.
Yeah, dude, I'd say that.
It's fucking infatuation. So I went to Huss and saw you know what, I'm not even too worried about it because I'm pretty sure none of these people listen to the show or whatnot. But saw a new bartender that I never saw before, and I don't know what it was. It was a tall, blonde, I believe, green eyes. I am colorblind, so it could be blue. Know her name. Don't know if I want to say it out on the podcast.
Don't think you should.
Don't think I should. No, I don't need to leave this secret out there because I don't want people to. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Just she was cute.
Yeah, apparently, man.
Yeah, and I've never done this. Like, I've gone to bars and I've gone to places and be like, oh, that girl's cute or something like that, but I was just like, I don't know what it is. Very weird for me.
Well, it's funny because I showed up here and I wrote you and I was like, hey, are you home? Are you still at Huss? And you're like, oh, I'm still over there. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to like walk around.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought about it. I walked for a little bit. And I was like, what the hell am I doing? I should just go over to Huss. So I get in my car and I drive over there because I could have walked there realistically. Yeah. But I drive over and as I'm pulling into the parking lot, you're getting in your car and leaving. And I pulled up next to you and rolled my window down and you glanced at me, but you didn't recognize me and you kept on going.
Oh, dude, I was in that stage of like, oh shit, I gotta be somewhere. So I wasn't paying attention to anything. I didn't, because I saw the car pulling up and I was all like, yeah, whatever, you know, and I backed out and just fucking went.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So
sorry. My Christmas lights are on now.
Yay.
Sorry. Very distracted tonight. Yeah, no, I feel so bad for that because I've never done this. So yeah, celebrating Patrick from Life is Shit. Of course, when we do an episode.
To him, man.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna be his date tomorrow night. Because he has a Christmas party and did say put down for 2, but I told him, like, I got nothing going on tomorrow. So if you want to bring me, and I can just hit on haggard coworkers, why not? I don't care anymore.
The Christmas party at his new place?
Oh, no, this is the old place. Mm-hmm. He has a very funny story about that, which...
Does he talk about it on Life is Shit?
No, we haven't recorded one yet. So when the next time we record, he'll probably give everybody updates. So definitely check that out, because the story, what his boss says to him, is pretty fucking, like, I've never heard a boss ever say this kind of shit. So it's really fucking hilarious.
Yeah, my boss does some pretty
But but before we dive into the show and this weird, fascination I have with this new bartender apparently at Huss, and she was tall too. Like I like girls tall.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It was just like, she's literally wearing like a black T-shirt with like one of the Huss things. Like it's like a new style T-shirt. I haven't seen this one before.
Because she works there, obviously.
Well, yeah. No, but it was a style of like you see the T-shirts up in Huss.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Huss? But this is a new design I've never seen before. It's like a black T-shirt and it has the Arizona state cut out, and then it says some stuff on it. I didn't even really get a chance to read it. Black jeans, and then she was wearing like slip-on Vans. I'm just like.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Dude, it was.
Did you talk to her?
No. Like I might have said like, "Oh, thank you for the drink" and stuff, but like even Pat was like, "Dude, go talk to her." I'm like, What am I gonna fucking say? Okay, first off,
so you're gonna be creepy and just sit there and analyze her and stare at her?
I wasn't analyzing her.
Oh my gosh, dude! You know what she was wearing down to her fucking Vans?
Okay, bullshit.
What?
You're trying to tell me that if you saw a girl in Converse, you would not.
I would not what?
You would not know all the other stuff about her.
Stare at her and analyze her?
I didn't stare at her and analyze her. I glanced over, just flabbergasted,
Yes, I do enjoy a female in Converse, and I'm sure I would like look and I would see what she was wearing, but I don't know if I would like.
No, I wasn't upset, but I'm like, I know you guys. That's why I was like, I tried to do like that's why I only did the one Marco Polo, because I was like, oh, let me just see like I was like, I wasn't taking like constant pictures.
I know.
Like it was a very far like away one.
Your Marco Polo was funny though, because you're sitting in the back corner.
I'm
of
creepy.
The brewery.
I know. This is why I die alone, Matthew. This is everyone knows. No, you know what? No, fuck that. I'm Doctor Who. I will have a shit ton of companions, but I'll never find true love.
So he's sitting in the back corner of the brewery, and he focuses on his beer, and then he pans the camera over towards the bar, and there's like people standing in front of the bar. Like I saw her. She was at the register. But it's like you're so far away. It's just like, sweet man. Like it's like
I'm not very.
I was laughing. I thought it was funny.
I'm not very good. Okay, first off though, how did you respond to Patrick's creepy smile though?
Oh, I was like, oh, it's Patrick.
Okay, because like he just like I literally put the camera up to him speaking. He was like, oh hi everybody. He was just like,
hi.
So yeah, no, I know. I'm really blasted right now, and this is gonna get me into a lot of trouble later in life. I know. But anyways, so that was the start of my day. But yeah, I mean, honestly, with the shitty week that I kind of had, this was kind of just like, oh, okay, the weekend's here. Let me just kind of detox and relax and everything like that. But
detox and relax. You did the complete opposite there, buddy. Detox and relax. Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if this is going to be the best episode ever. Everyone's just like, Steve's a fucking creep. That's why I called it Plan Steve this episode. So, but anyways, Matthew, how have you been?
The week was not too bad. I did some jamming. I've been playing a lot, and I've been sending you guys Marco Polos and stuff like that. I've been very creative lately musically, which is rad. And I went and jammed with my buddy Kyle and Kellen on Tuesday, and that was cool. It was the first time I played the newest guitar that I've gotten, my baby, with my full amp rather than just my practice amp. So that was cool. Really enjoyed that. Got on the drum kit a little bit and actually wasn't doing too bad this go around, which was good. Wednesday I took a exam for my CMCA designation, which is community managers certificate, it's a certificate and shit. It's like I thought it was a national. They told me at the thing it's actually international, so that's badass.
Oh wow!
So that's cool. I'm pumped about that. The test was pretty challenging, and I'm a little nervous. I'll get my results in a couple of weeks, but I did that Wednesday, and yes, so that's kind of where I'm at.
So you're having a good week.
Yeah, it's been decent.
I will say this: a lot of the songs you've been sending. Okay, I don't know if I would get them and be like, Megan's out of town.
Yes, she was.
Okay. Because
she got back Wednesday.
Okay, because like.
But I think I sent some.
Yeah, no, you sent some like after that, but it wasn't sure because like sometimes you'd be sending some like I think Megan's out of town, which is Matthew's wife. But no, the one song you sent, I really liked. And
I sent a few.
You sent a few. I'll have to find it on the Marco Polo. It was more like it just kind of reminded me back in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a song that I'd be like, oh, I like this is a song I like because I was like, like one of those worthless heart throbs in love or something like that.
Right.
Really enjoyed it, and I'm just kind of like, I really want to get back into jamming again. Kind of thing.
It was a cool week. I hadn't played my acoustic since Thanksgiving, and even then, it wasn't for that long of a time period. So picking back up is kind of it's been very nice. So right now they all sound really good on acoustic. I got to see how it transposes over. But
to be honest though, like through acoustic on like your phone, just like recording like a video and stuff like that, it sounds good.
Right.
Like it's not like like you can hear some stuff like from like I'm gonna play a song and you're like. Like, it does sound good. And I'm not just saying that. Like, I mean, I know you would rather take the constructive criticism of, like, hey, I like the lyrics and, like, maybe, like, the tempo needs to be slowed down or something like that.
Right,
Because I always try to do that with people. Because I would hope people would do that with me. Be like, hey, your comic's either really good or your impersonation's really good or it fucking sucks. Or, just be blunt. But, no, I really enjoyed them. So
thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'll keep it up.
Yeah, no, I always like when you get creative. So, but you're always jazzed about it. That's what I like about it. Because, like, I can't really do that when I get creative. I can't be like, here's a Marco Polo of me drawing something. Because then it's like, I got to hold the paper and then try to draw something and then have the camera. So, like, and you're like, well, this looks like shit. I'm like, yeah, it kind of does.
I drew it with my pinky toes.
I flew to the sun with wax wings. What was I thinking?
I got burned.
But that's good. That's good that you had a good week.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Today was pretty cool. We got there's a vendor that's doing a movie screening of, well, it shouldn't say a movie screening. It's Rogue One. So Saturday.
So you're gonna go
the 17th. RSVP
next
for
week.
it.
Oh,
yeah.
So. You did that with Force Awakening, right?
I did. It's the same vendor. So
okay,
I did
honestly,
that, so
honestly, I know a lot of people. Matthew, is your company hiring? Because
yeah, all the time.
Really?
Yes.
All right, I need to send over a resume because I had a shit week. I'll tell you that much.
My company is hiring all the time.
Oh my god!
And if not mine, there's more. Just
no,
like
I know
mine.
that actually. Patrick's brother actually mentioned something about it in January. They're going to start hiring. He's all like, "Oh, you work with so and so." They actually look into that for that kind of stuff. So, yeah. After the day I had today and the week I've just been having, I'm just like, it's fucking sucked. Because I literally had an epiphany this week of like, you know what, fucking, I really need to start like. I thought about it and I'm like, I haven't really done anything for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've done, the bullshit things like, oh, I bought myself this or I did that. But I'm
right.
like literally like goals and like fucking, because I'm like, I was thinking about it throughout my entire life. It's like I've never pursued anything. Like I've dabbled in it, but I've never fucking pursued anything. I've never done, what do I want to do? What do I want out of life? So as dumb as it sounds, I have a shit ton of those like little journals I've gotten from Nerd Block and everything like that. So
right.
I finally took one. I wrote a list
of
shit that I want to do. And so next year I'm hopefully going to go back to school and start looking into broadcasting and stuff like that. Because I'm like, look, I am one of these people that I'm starting to realize I'm not meant for a 9-to-5 job. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm better than everybody. Like I have this weird like creativity where I'm like, I can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I sit at work going like, I'd rather be home like creating promos. Or doing like a 2-hour like morning show for people, or either like just fucking traveling and be like, oh, I'm going to like Texas to do stand up or something. Like,
right.
Like sitting at a fucking desk is not for me. So I started making a list of stuff I want to do and things like that. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then like literally today with what I got from fucking work, I'm just like, God, I fucking hate this place. I really fucking do.
Right.
so it's just like, I'm like, I need something, and I'm like, I need something that pays more and like to get me to the goals I need to achieve and stuff like that. And it's just like, I don't know. It's just, so I got fucking drunk after work today. I'm still drinking, so I apologize to everybody like that. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I just need I need to start doing something for myself and like in a positive way. So
well, it's good that you made a list. It's good to develop the goals, and really, it's just executing. Like, you just got to do it. Like, you're lazy. I'm lazy. I mean,
I'm fucking lazy.
I get it, and it's just getting out of the mind space of taking the easy way out and actually working hard and hitting that grind. So
on the bright side of things, I was able to finish. We did the bra. The Blue Ribbon Army, yes. Secret Santa. I was able to order my person's gifts today and everything like that, so I took care of that, so that's done, so I'm excited. Did have Secret Santa at work for the last couple of days. Yeah. So got some cool things. Got a cool new snapback hat.
Did your Secret Santa get your stuff?
Today? Oh yeah, they definitely got the stuff I sent them.
Yeah, what'd you send them?
Oh, this is great. So it's a guy that pretty much was one of the first person I kind of connected with at work. Okay. So we know each other for a couple of years, which is great. So basically at the Secret Santa like party, you usually like you would have to get up like how it works is like if when they give you their gift, you're like, oh, this is the person, and then you would go and give your gift to your person. So the person I gave, like the first thing I gave out was they're into sports, basketball and stuff like that. So I got them a basketball ornament. Nice. The next thing they really liked, I think it was a peanut, which was really kind of funny because like I'm into this candy. So it was peanut butter M&Ms. I really love those. So I gave them a bag of those. Nice. Next one was like these kind of like white chocolate macadamia nut cookies. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah. Next was like kind of a Reese's thing. So like the last gift I wanted to give something big. Okay. Not like super huge, but like, bigger than the other ones were. So what I did a goof, because this is me. I do this with everybody. I would put like a kind of like a fake gift. So we have a credit union at our work. So they always give out these free fucking calendars. So I got a free fucking calendar. So I put that in. So that stood above the rest. So that would be the first thing he pulls out. Yeah. So that was great. So literally he pulls that out like, fuck is this kind of thing? Like his reaction was surprised because great. He sat at the same table I did when we were eating like the food and stuff. So literally it was all like, I got my gift. I was like, oh, this is awesome. And they're like, okay, Steve, give yours. I literally was just like, boom. And then inside was like a $15 gift card to Starbucks because he said he liked coffee. And then I got 4 bottles, 2 of the same kind, but the one it was called like Deep Eddy Sweet Tea, little bottles from like Bevmo or Total Wine, and then Fireball or whatnot. So I was like, hey, you can spice up your coffee now from the Starbucks and stuff. But it was just like the funniest thing because he was like in the middle of like eating, and I literally was just like, boop, and he just like fucking lost it because he was like, fucking really, it's you? Like he didn't know. But yeah, he seemed to enjoy the gifts. So good. Eddie, if you're listening to this or whatnot. So yeah. So he was very easy to shop for. Made it very. What I like is like you can actually make a list at work and then you put it up on the wall and stuff like that. But yeah, my Secret Santa did really great. Got me 2 keychains of pop vinyls, little figures. So I have a Doctor Strange and I have a Spider-Man now, and then got me a Deadpool snapback hat and then a Deadpool lanyard that I didn't take a picture of, which is now my lanyard at work. I'm like, fuck your work lanyard. I'm wearing this, kind of thing. But yeah, other than that was good. And then just, I don't know, today was just like fuck you, Steve day. And I was really trying to be positive because it literally started off like I woke up, got in the shower. I was like, I got to pick up smoke. So I went there, got my cigarettes I needed to get. Then I was like, oh, I'm going to get an energy drink. I'm like, I'm up and early. I'm going to get through. I got to work like I think like 20 minutes early before I should have. I'm like, today's going to be a good day. And then it was just like, fuck you, Steve. It was literally like a fuck you, Steve day. And I'm like, I'm trying to be positive about everything, but I don't know. I don't know.
We know, man. You're not happy at your job.
Yeah, it just fucking sucks.
We hear it, man. And you know what? Everybody goes through that stuff, dude. I'm sure the listeners out there that have gone or that are listening to this right now have experienced jobs that just aren't too great. And you don't fucking
Yeah, so I
enjoy it.
have not had a good week, so I'm kind of trying to turn it around. Like this weekend, I'm like, I don't really have much going on, so let's try to take like maybe play some games,
detox and relax, man. Detox and relax.
We all know I'm not gonna detox. Oh my god.
Detox and relax.
Actually, one of my favorite.
Funny you said that.
My favorite thing they've been doing right now. This is so weird to say because I hate reading.
Okay.
As much as it's because I just suck at reading. I'm dyslexic and all these problems. If people have listened to the show in the past and stuff like that, I'm a sped in high school. But I did get Kevin Smith's Tough Shit book. Like it was one of those like deals on Shirt Punch and everything like that. My favorite thing to do is literally do some 205 and literally read his fucking book.
Nice.
Before I go to bed and stuff like that. So it's and it really sucks because I have a lot of books that I've been wanting to read. Like I always go, oh, this sounds interesting. I want it. Like I have a book about like, I gotta sit down and read it still and stuff like that. But it's like Washington's like secret like 7. And it's about like these secret agents that were put out during the Civil War. Like I don't know what it is about the Civil War, but I'm a like American history. I'm obsessed with. I have no idea. Like. Fucking, which is going to be free soon on PC, Assassin's Creed 3.
Okay.
Like, I'm fucking like, as much as I hate the main character, Connor, because he's so fucking wishy-washy and how they made that character, but like, that fucking time period.
Wait, you're talking George Washington?
Yeah, George Washington.
You mean Revolutionary War, not Civil War.
Oh, did I say Civil War?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, my bad. Yeah, Civil War. Revolutionary War. Thank you.
But, okay, so his spies and stuff. I think AMC developed a show.
Yes.
Called, I think it's just called Spies or something.
Yeah, is it still going on?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
I never got a chance to watch it, which is so weird because AMC always released stuff to Netflix, and I don't think they've released that one. Which is weird.
It's called Turn. That's right.
Turn. That was it. Yeah.
So, all right. So you do 205 and you read.
And I read.
And you're enjoying it. So
yeah, I've been reading it because Kevin Smith, like obviously, like if people know me, they know I like a lot of Kevin Smith stuff. But like how he just kind of speaks to you and just tells you stuff. It's like he has this line in the book, Tough Shit, and I know Tough Shit has been out for like a couple of years now. I just finally got it because I did it with a Shirt Punch kind of deal that was like, oh, free book. And I'm like,
it's a book. You got a book.
I always want to read. Yeah. Honestly, I'd rather probably listen to the audio because he fucking does it himself. And kind of like Adam Carolla books, like he fucking goes off on tangents. But he says this thing, it's like he told his sister, like when he was growing, like at a certain point where he's like, I want to be a filmmaker. She's like, don't just say it, just be it. Be a filmmaker.
Nice.
Just fucking be it. So it's like just some of this kind of like, it's like so simple that you kind of take it and just go like, yeah, just fucking...
Just
like,
do it.
Just fucking do it. Which actually, we might need to play that song I found.
What, Just Do It?
Yeah, have you heard that song? Someone took that Shia LaBeouf thing and made it into a song. I have it on my Spotify. I forget the band's name right now. But yeah, just like shit like that where I'm like, I really need to dive into my creativity. Which is really weird because I heard a song. I started doing like the Christmas theme music.
Yeah.
Sometimes I work and I heard this song from a band, and I think it's called "This Christmas Burn It to the Ground." I'll see if I can find it on my Spotify. I should because I know I added it to my Spotify.
Is that you?
That is it me? Hold on. Yes, it is me. My bad. That was MXPX.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I was like, why is this playing right now? I didn't hit on anything.
Is it this one?
No.
No, not the one.
It's not this one, but I do want to listen to this.
I kind of dig this.
I really do dig this.
You're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
This isn't it, but I do like this.
Make your dreams come true. Nothing is impossible. Yes, you can. Just do it.
Nice.
You're not gonna find the one oh this is it. This is the one that this is the one that I have on Spotify, but I will play that Christmas Burn to the Ground after this. But yeah, this is the one.
Some people dream of success,
Who is this?
This is David Days.
You should get to the point when anyone else would quit. You're not going to stop there. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! If you're tired of starting out, then stop giving up. Don't let your dreams
Nice.
Yeah, it's yeah. I remember like adding it because it was like one of those recommendations, like, oh hey, this is a.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to. I'm like, this is a good song, and then I'm like, oh,
Is that Shia?
I'm like, this is Shia fucking Buff. Like,
Shia
and I'm like,
fucking Buff.
and I'm like, oh my god, they actually made a song about it. But yeah, the song. So going back to like creativity and stuff like that. So this is a song that I found on. The band is called Set It Off.
Set It Off. Okay.
And it's from like one of their Christmas albums, like a compilation of Christmas albums or whatnot. But when I heard this, now what I'm going to like, a lot of the listeners won't know what I'm talking about, but you might know what I'm talking about because I've never actually really discussed this, I think,
Okay.
on the podcast. But when I play it, so it really does start off as like kind of like.
Oh my God, it's here. This awful time of year. How I hate the snow is falling. Multi neighbors bragging about the gifts they're getting. And Jack is saying, "Let me dance now. Your daddy came on clothes like that." And then I had a revelation. This is my chance to sew their lips clean shut with fear. Because it's Christmas.
Okay, so you're hearing this, you're like, so exactly when I heard this, I was like, I kind of want to bring School Days back.
Okay.
Which was an old webcomic comic book that I did back in high school. But I'm hearing this, I'm going like, picture the character, the evil sock monkey,
Okay.
singing this.
Oh, nice. I can see that. Well, this song, it's got a very kind of like musical feel. Like,
It does!
It reminds me of like something that would be in a fucking animated
Like a-
movie or something.
So I'm sitting there like, this would be perfect for a Christmas special and the evil sock monkey. And
That'd be cool.
literally, I started diving back into like, I never really finished that School Days comic. And like, after watching like Rick and Morty and all this kind of stuff, like, what I really like about Rick and Morty is the fact that it's like, it's funny, but it also has a really like, oh my god, this is kind of depressing sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, feel to it and stuff like that. So I always thought about like stuff like that with the evil sock monkey. Like, he just fucking hated Christmas. That was actually one of the comics I did was, yes, I have a character called the evil sock monkey. So I have thought about, like, that's, my creative stuff starts like hitting where I'm just all like, oh, I kind of want to draw again.
There you go.
I kind of want to, like, honestly, I could see School Days being a, Adult Swim cartoon. Whether or not they would pick it up or not and stuff like that. But that's what I think the format would be for that thing. But yeah, like the evil sock monkey. But the funny part is like, with me, it's like how I hear stuff. I'm all like, I can't do like how I want the evil sock monkey to sound.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume the man who voiced Daggett on Angry Beavers and Invader Zim, that would be my evil sock monkey.
Okay.
Which is great because if I could get him, I could also get the guy who voiced Gurr from Invader Zim, because it's one of my favorite cartoon shows.
Yeah.
To voice the good sock monkey.
There you go.
Kind of thing. So it's always like this, but like as soon as I heard that this year, I was like, oh my god, I kind of want to like pursue School Days again. But it's like all these, like, that's my problem. Is like I have too many things that I want to focus on, but I can't figure it out. But I figured I was like, okay, well, let me start, drawing, designing and stuff like that. But yeah, After I heard that song, I was like, oh, I could totally see him singing this. Like, this is like a music. Because for whatever weird reason, like, I never did drama. Like, I did like one play, and that was like in elementary school. I played the Tin Man and like not Alice in Wonderland, Wizard of Oz. But it was a thing like I always thought about doing because I get that so much time. We're like, oh, did you ever do drama? But like for whatever reason, I'm obsessed. I love musicals.
Yeah.
I love.
Well, there's theaters and things out there that you can go and audition for. And
yeah, I thought about even doing that kind of avenue and stuff like because you've done that stuff.
Yeah.
Like you were a big people like I fucking wish Facebook was around during our high school because you did this fucking thing for dance. You did this thing in high school for I believe it was. Why am I blanking on the name? I know it's not Smooth Criminal. It's Michael Jackson. It was.
I did Smooth Criminal. I did Thriller. I did
Thriller.
13.
That's the Thriller one I'm trying to think of. Yeah. Matthew was fucking, and you're just like, fuck. Like, damn. Why can't I do this shit and stuff?
Yeah, that was cool. Well, with that thing, that was senior year, and that was like our last recital. And me opposite of Salima. Salima was Janet Jackson, and we did this big melody. And Thriller was the start of it. And we had like the caskets and everything on stage, and the makeup was all good. We had like everybody was zombies, and it all came together. And then we finished it with Scream, which was Michael and Janet's duet together, and it was just a big production. So it wasn't just me; it was like a whole team.
No,
of people,
I know it was a whole team, but you're the only person that I knew, kind of thing. Like I don't. Like, most people be like, Steve Mooney, is he still alive? I thought he got addicted to drugs. Is he dead yet? Fuck that kid. No, but, like, I knew you, so that's why I thought. But when I got really mad about it, I think I saw it, like, it was like, they were like, oh, we're going to go down and watch the production. But it was like, we only watched, like, half of it. Mm-hmm. It was, like, dress rehearsal, and then it was like, we have to leave. And I was like,
yeah, they would do that. They would do that.
And I'm
stuff.
like, I don't want to leave.
Yeah,
I want to know how this ends. Like, I got kind of. And it was so what's so shitty about my group of friends. Like I love my group of friends growing up, and some of them I'm still friends with. But we would be so berated. Like a buddy of mine, he was like built for football.
Yeah,
should have played football. But we berate him for it. Be like, oh, if you do the football team, you're gay. You know that kind of back in that mentality in high school and everything like that.
It's horrible, man.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like even if I had an interest in drama, if I mentioned it, it'd be like, oh, I like music. I'll be like, fag. That's just how my group of friends was in that fucking scenario. So it's like you never pursued shit.
Yeah.
Because you're like, well, I don't want to be belittled by my friends. But then you look at your friends now and be like, oh, you're all fags now anyways. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, I get it. It's high school and like growing up,
school.
But it's a bummer because if there was stuff that you wanted to pursue and you hindered it out because of your like a group of friends, like that sucks.
Yeah.
And now it's done. But I mean, you and I have talked, and you mentioned drama and stuff multiple times. There's still avenues out there. There's community local plays and stuff that small productions that are great starting points. If that's something you want to do, you just got to.
No, I understand because that's like the thing. It's like I know people are like, "What the fuck? Your description said Spider-Man and WestWorld. You're not talking about." We'll get to that. But yeah, like I'll listen. Like I picked up albums like the Book of Mormon. Like I want to see that. There's also Avenue Q, which is some really good tracks on it. Like I have that shit on my Spotify. Like I'm just so glad that I can grab it and put it in. So yeah,
that's
I'm very.
What she said.
Yeah, I wish.
That was a little delayed, but
no, you're good. But yeah, like that kind of stuff. But yeah, like hearing that kind of stuff is like building my creativity again. And be like, I kind of want to start stuff. It's like it's so weird because it's like I'm kind of taking like the old comic book that I used to do, School Days, and the other one that I did, Life with Kitty. I'm kind of combining the two.
Yeah.
Almost like it was like because I'm like, well, I love like Toby as a character, like my cat. I love to death. And
fuck Toby.
That. Oh, you see, this is when I get like, this is when I think I know people are gonna be like, oh, dude, Steve is totally gay. I have no problem if someone breaks into my place and steals my shit. My main concern at that point, because I'm like, look, I have insurance, stuff can be replaced. My main concern is that asshole leaves the door open and my fucking cat leaves. Like I was like, dude, if I like, especially like
Toby's your dude.
No, he's my fucking dude.
He's your dude.
So it's like, I was like, I would like to bring him into, School Days.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So I have thought about bringing that comic series back. Don't know what to really do with it. I mean, like, I know Raven has hit me up with, which I think is so weird. It's like I hear people like, Val and Raven and stuff, and I see their shit. I'm like, oh, you guys are good. Like me, I think like mine's like, damn, put mine on the refrigerator. Like I don't think highly of my fucking art. But when they're
that's a problem, man.
I know that's a problem.
Here's the thing. So you're saying here to everybody out there in the universe that you're thinking about bringing school days back. You and school days had a very long run.
They did, yes.
You were passionate about it. You did it weekly. It was like it was regimented. You did it. Life happens. It stops.
Yes.
So you want to start it up again. I think that is positive. And you're projecting it out to the world, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I don't think my shit's good enough. See, now you're taking 2 steps back.
That's what I do, though.
Well, here's the thing, buddy. If you're obviously wanting to make a change in your life.
Yes.
And we got to find out what that change is.
Mm-hmm.
You have all these ideas. You want to go back to school. You want to start school days again. You want to
comedy. You like all that shit.
Yeah, all that shit. That's great. You have all these ideas. That's awesome. And what you're doing right now is your fucking minority report. You're looking at all these ideas and you're like, which one do I want to go with? You're going to pick this one, put it in front of you. You're going to mess with it for a little bit. And you're going to be like, nope, I'm done with it.
Nope.
And slide it away.
Exactly.
So if you're going to pick one and put it in front of you, run with it. If you want to do drama, run with it. If you try it and you don't like it, fine.
Yeah.
Move on to the next one. Bring school days back. Run with it. If you're doing it and you're like, this is becoming a chore, or you're not feeling passionate about it, you're done. Move on.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedy. You want to get back into that? Do it. You did jump back into that and you were rocking it. And you had good material and you had people coming out to see you, and then you stopped. And like, now, like, it's gone. Like, it's been years. I mean, my same boat with me, dude. Fro Show, I rocked it, dude. I was rocking it, and I stopped. June, over like a year and a half ago. I haven't done an episode, and I keep on saying I'm going to do it. I'm working on formatting. That's my excuse. Is I'm working on formatting. Hey, I'm not done. Hold on.
Oh no, you're good.
I
was waiting for you.
I'm working on formatting. I'm guilty of it too. Like, I get it. I want to do it. I want to. I loved doing it, but I want it to be more. But I don't know how to make it more because I don't quite know what I want to do, and it's hindering me. I just got to jump back into it and start doing what I was doing, and then evolve from there. Stand-up comedy. You want to get back into it. You just got to jump back into it and start doing it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, and I know I have like comedian friends.
Yeah.
Like, in fact, I've actually already tapped Joe to be one of my co-hosts for Longbox Cast and everything like that. So I'm kind of hoping talking with him because he's a big nerd, loves that kind of stuff. Maybe him and I can start doing something where it's like, hey, let me kind of branch out and do this thing. I had an idea for your Fro Show. If you want to do it, you know a lot of people who have played musical instruments, different tastes of music, band together and stuff like that. I have no problem. No problem. I can even, boom, my mic is gone. All I do is run this. You want to come in, that's your show. I have no problem just be like, a man on the board. You have guests come on. Like, so many people who do musical stuff, who have toured with people. Like, fucking just bring them on.
Right.
Like what you need to just do is just be like, look, I want to bring Fro Show back. I want to do an amp. Maybe do that. Like, be like, hey, you played with so-and-so on this tour or something like that. Just fucking have an interview and be like, we're going to drop a track, take a little break, don't be all like, oh, Steve's trying to change my show. I mean, like, you do whatever you want to do. But
no, I appreciate it, and I thank you, and I like that. I like that idea, and I think it's good. And you and I will talk. I think we should talk mic about it.
We will talk shop, as the podcaster people say.
But I think the bottom line, underlying thing here is both you do it and I do it, where we're passionate about things. And we work at it and we rock at it for a while, and then we stop. And it could be so abrupt as of, I'm just lazy one night.
Oh, it is.
And then that lazy becomes, I'm going to be lazy again. Like laziness. We're just lazy people, man. You and I are both lazy.
Here's a prime example, which a lot of people could probably relate to. So you come home from work. You have nothing going on. You're like, you know what? I got some leftovers. I can just throw in the microwave. I can eat that. Everything's easy. You have all this time to yourself. And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna jump into a game. I'm gonna play a video game that I haven't I bought it. I started playing it. Haven't had time for it. I have time for it. But instead, what do? You cook up that microwave dinner, and you're like, oh, I'm going to watch something I've already know familiar on Netflix, like American Dad. I've already seen all these episodes, but I enjoy it because I'm just going to eat food. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to dive into Tomb Raider. I'm going to dive into the new Tomb Raider game. I'm going to beat this shit. I'm going to get farther into this thing. But what ends up happening? Oh, I really like this episode of American Dad. Mm. Oh, this one's a really good one. Oh, fucking I love what Roger does in this. Like you start,
all of a sudden you're just watching episode after episode.
And then before you know it, oh shit, I gotta get to bed. I gotta go to. So anything and not necessarily video games, but I'm gonna draw this picture or I'm gonna write a song. I get it because I have done that. Fucking the 2 nights so far I've had off. Not doing I fucking cleaned my apartment on Monday.
Okay.
So I've had nothing going on for the past couple of days. And I'm like, dude, I should really jump into a fucking game I haven't touched. Or something I need to get back into. Like you mentioned it last week, hey, dude, have you beaten Tomb Raider? I kind of want to borrow that. I'm like, no, dude, I haven't. I should really play that. So I'm like, put the thing in. I'm like, oh, I'm going to play it. And I'm like, oh, American Dad. Even though I've seen this episode 24,000 times or something like that. I'm like, no, I'm just eating dinner. It's that's what you do. And it's it's so fucking so easy to do that and then get lost in it and be like, oh shit, which is so dumb with me. So you don't have this problem because you don't smoke anymore.
Right, anymore.
Cigarettes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would be a lot I'm going to pause it, go outside, have a smoke, and I'm out there maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes going through Facebook and stuff like that. But then it's all oh, I'm done eating dinner. I've been done eating dinner for 2 hours. It's only 8. Why don't I just jump into a video game and play for an hour? But I don't. So right, it's like these. I totally understand, and I know other people probably understand too. Where you're just fuck, why can't I just And it sucks because it's what I hate about creativity. It's great to have, but you can't really plan for it. It's one of those things where you're just fuck it, I'm gonna do it right now, and you just go for it. But if you try to be oh, dude, I have 2, I'm not doing anything tonight. I'm going to sit down and draw. That's not going to happen.
Well, I don't completely agree with that. So if you or anybody out there says, okay, I've got 2 hours, you got a 2-hour window. Mm-hmm. Just sit down and just do it. Just do it. You may come up with something gold. You may not. You may come up with an idea. You may not. But you're doing it. So rather than being I don't think I'm going to be good before you've even done it, just write it off. I think that's the wrong move. I think you just got to do it. I fucking do that shit. I mean, I've got 15 minutes. I'll pick up my guitar. I'll write something. I'm oh, I kind of like that. Boom, set up my phone, record it so I can go back to it later. 15 minutes, at least I came up with an idea and actually did something. And then you move on and just keep on going. So I don't necessarily agree with the comment that you just said.
Well, no. I would say, I'm not going to say it's for everybody.
Right.
I'm going to say, it's probably, definitely, a 50-50.
Okay.
Because, you have, me, I literally, I'm trying to think, I'll just say Thursday.
Okay.
I had a couple of hours before my sister showed up.
Okay.
I fucking wasted them. I literally could have sat down and be you know what, I should do some new promos for the podcast network, or let me draw just something. Not even anything to be put out there, just doodle, or but I was I got to do laundry, and then I'm sitting watching TV, but not really watching TV. You're just kind of because you have the TV on, and then you're just scrolling through your phone for shit.
Yeah.
So it's so there's people who are I could do this stuff, but I'm not going to. That's what I'm saying. It's definitely got to be a 50. I wish I had that you. Where I'm you know what? I want to draw something. It doesn't matter what it is. I don't have to have a thing. Let's just doodle. Let's just have fun. Let's maybe revisit some old characters, do something. But I won't do that. It's it took me forever to finally design that new logo for B Horrorcast.
Why? And why do you think that is, man?
I don't know. It's just
what's holding you back on that?
That's the thing. I think I'm afraid of failure.
Yeah, but if you're afraid of failure, you're never going to succeed, man. It's all about risks.
But that's the thing.
Failure. If you don't fail, you're not going to learn.
And that's the thing. I am so that's the thing. a buddy of mine, Chris.
Yeah.
He asked me, he's like, oh, don't you want to not bomb on stage? I'm like, dude, I would love to bomb on stage when I do stand-up. I would love to go out on an open mic night and not make anybody laugh. Because I can finally go, okay, I need to work on some shit.
Okay.
And that was the biggest problem I had with school days and doing comics and stuff like that, because I never got the constructive criticism. I understand if people are just like, they don't like you and they're like, fuck this guy, I don't care, and stuff like that. Like, I can push that aside and be like, all right, that guy, I don't even know this person. That's fine.
Right.
But like, if you literally be like, hey, dude, like, I like this joke, but I think you just need to work on it a bit. Like, it's funny, but it could be funnier. And I'm like, okay, and I can revisit that joke and go like, okay, well, how can I make it? Oh, you know what? Maybe I should do this. And then I do it, and you're like, there you go. Okay. Like, kind of thing. And that's what I'm on board. And that's what open mics are for. Like, when you do stand up, it's like, it's not for getting that. And that's what I was trying to explain to Chris, because we went to like Monkey Pants like a while ago. Yeah. And he was watching like people. He was like, you're not laughing. I'm like, look, these people are doing really good. Like, they know exactly what they want to do. They're not, and that's why they're reading from books. They have notes. They have things that they're referencing to go off with. But I'm like, that person has a really good joke. They just need to work on the delivery. And that's what they're doing right now. They're testing it out. That's why the audience isn't that big. I know Chris Elliott and all those other comics, Joe and stuff like that, who are on our network, like, understand what I'm talking about, because they're like, you got to test this material. Yeah, Kevin. They know you're testing out this material. So like, literally, if I went on an open mic night and be like, I'm going to try all new shit, and none of it gets a laugh, then I go, okay, what can I do to work on that?
But how does that correspond with your fear of failure?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, what I'm saying is like, I've never had anyone say anything bad. So when I finally hear, okay, so I do a very shitty impersonation. Basically, it's an impersonation of who am I? Fuck no. I was about to say John Travolta, just because someone was making fun of him on the radio today, and that's all I'm thinking about. Frank Sinatra. Okay. The one impersonation I know of Frank Sinatra, because I haven't even done like, let me look for him actually on YouTube or anything like that, because I'm pretty sure there's videos out there, is basically Saturday Night Live of, oh shit, now I'm blanking.
Phil Hartman.
Thank you. Phil Hartman. I am so surprised I did not remember that. I feel bad. I am ashamed of myself.
You're fine, man. You're talking.
But him doing his Sinatra, which is just like, oh, hey, kid, you do what you want to do. Yes. If you hear that, you're like, oh, yeah, Steve's got a Sinatra. I did my Frank Sinatra for someone who actually was a Frank Sinatra fan, and they literally shut me down. And that was like, oh, okay. Yeah. I want to improve on this. Because every time I did it, everyone was like, oh, yeah, it's fine. It's great. And stuff. I mean, like, if you listen to old episodes, if you dive into the archive of my Christopher Walken, it does not sound like it does today. Mm-hmm. It was very deep. It was but now it's like, hey, it's crazy. It's good. In fact, I do Travolta. I do Walken a lot better than a lot of comedians that are like, oh, I'm a great. I do the best, Christopher Walken fan. And I'm not even trying to, like, belittle them and stuff like that. I'm just like, mine sounds more to Walken than yours does. Because it's like, you hear the criticism and you're like, okay, I can improve on this. Yeah. So, like, basically me doing a stand-up and just knocking out of the park, or with friends, or like, oh, you're hilarious and stuff like that. That's how people try to get into that field. People are like, oh, so-and-so is so funny. He should do stand-up. And then you do stand-up and you don't get the laughs from random strangers. That hurts somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the thing. It's like, I feel like I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, I'm really funny. I'm good at what I do. I know how to craft a joke. I know how to tell a joke and stuff like that. But to go out there and to actually fail at something that you're so passionate about would probably destroy me.
See, well, that's where you need to understand that people are going to fail. You are going to fail.
Yes.
and you can't let that failure get in your way, because if you don't keep on going and get past it, you'll never succeed. And if that failure is going to be that door slammed in your face, then fucking work at where you're going to work at the rest of your life.
And yes, no, I totally agree with you on that. But that's the thing. It's like, to me, it's like, I'm like, and I know you're probably going to be like, no, you don't. But this is in my head because I have a fucked up weird brain and everything, that I feel that I fail at everyday life stuff. It's like, I suck at a job. I can't make any relationship work. I can't seem to go to school and actually focus and all this kind of stuff. So one thing that I know that people enjoy about me, they were like, oh, Steve, you're good at comedy. You're doing that. Like, if I fail at that, it's like, oh, God, I suck at everything.
And I am going to, just like you said, you're probably going to say, no. Yeah, no. Like, you don't fail at your job. Your job sucks.
Yes, exactly.
Like, you do your job. Your job sucks. So you don't like fail at your job. You wake up, you go to work every day. You have a fucking job.
Yes.
You're doing your shit. Yes, you are. You can't, like, saying shit like that.
Exactly. Yeah, I know.
Like, stop, dude.
Yes.
Stop. Like, don't. And the fact that we're talking about this on air is weird.
We're good. We're good.
But, like, this is life, guys.
No, we're bringing everybody into our actual world.
So just stop, dude.
No, I know.
Don't do that. Like, come on.
Well, to be honest, I needed to fill something for the first hour, because the second hour we're going to be talking about Spider-Man trailer and fucking WestWorld and all that shit. So I need.
You don't fail at relationship. Like, come on, man. Like, buddy.
No, I know that, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's how my brain like works. Like, in like reality, I'm like it's a job is a job. Like, I know there's so many people out there, and I know listeners are probably out there. They're like, yeah, this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. Like, or this is just to make, ends
believe
meet.
In yourself, dude. Steve, believe in yourself. Everybody around you believes in you. If you're not going to believe you, then, like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, believe in yourself, buddy. If we want you to succeed, and you succeeding is going to be you, dude.
I'm sorry, I have to stop you. So Steve Matson.
Yes, what?
Steve Matson just replied into the chat room here.
Oh, yes.
So he's listening. Speaking of which, we got to get you back on the fucking show, because
Oh, that's great.
So when he said, he goes, I don't know, I took him out to dinner and he never called me back. # relationship fail. So Steve knows what's up.
Well, shit, man. Slam that door in my face.
Yeah. Hey, Steve's stick together.
But seriously, dude, fucking believe in yourself, man.
No, and I totally
fucking
know
believe
that.
in yourself. Treat yourself like they do in fucking Parks and Recreation.
Do you know how many? Oh, that's what I need to read.
Once a year, treat yourself. And how you going to do that? By being positive and believing in yourself and fucking working on shit.
Okay, speaking of which, Parks and Recs, I'm going to have to post this on the Socially Awkward page or whatnot. I sent it to you guys. Eric Dewey's wife sent this to me directly. She was like, this looks like Steve Mooney.
Oh, that was funny, yeah.
And it was a Nick Offerman picture of him, like, shaved.
Yeah.
So I'm just all like, okay, Nick Offerman, you need to get into, like, action movies, and I can play your double, and I can make some money off of that.
That was funny when you posted that.
I was like, what is this? But I think we're going to take a little bit of break, and when we come back, Matt and I are going to talk about WestWorld's season finale. And I'm I'm excited, but I hated the fact that we might have to wait till 2018 for season fucking 2.
I know, but we get Game of Thrones.
But, we get Game of Thrones, but I'm going to dive into a little bit of WestWorld stuff before this series that I had no idea about that I'm going to introduce you to.
Okay.
And then we're going to talk about the new Spider-Man trailer, which, if you guys are going to be up tonight, Jimmy Kimmel, fucking Marvel knows how to give this holiday season. They're dropping a second fucking trailer tonight.
For what?
for Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I think our buddy Derek sent it to me. He was like, oh,
so we're gonna take a little bit of a musical break with the Fro Show, of course, brought to you by Revenge Lover Designs. Illustrates the designs that feature personalities. For samples and inquiries, please visit revengelover.com. And I believe, which I've not gotten the new format for the show. Or the ad, but I believe if you mention where you heard the ad, which would every one of the 4i Radio networks, or just mention the 4i Radio network, I believe you get 10% off of your first purchase of getting a design by Raven. So go ahead and check that out. Matthew, hit us with some musical tunes, and we will go ahead and take a short break, and we will be back with WestWorld and Spider-Man.
Fight for to make a change, to live lights out. And you close the door on so many men who would have loved you more. Everybody will ask what became of you. Your heart was dying fast and you didn't know what to do. The whispers that it won't last roll up and down the view. But if their hearts were dying that fast, they'd have done the same as you. Not have done the same as you.
This one's going out to the fabulous fleas.
I know what you can do. Better play the one
Along with the BBC. Ready to party? All right.
We made the perfect day when we played the night sun. She said she couldn't stay when her night had just begun. She wanted me to know what she didn't know herself. Said I was one of my lovers. Hey, now that's something else. She played a vocal mission. I played the cosmic heart. Wanted to paint her picture. She said don't even start. She said love's like a drug and that this was chemistry. But with these chemicals then, how is this good for me? Her life gets better, she read. Her man goes out of his head. Like birds of a feather, so we bled. Let's go together. And she said, so what's the altitude? I said, it's out of sight. What's with the attitude? And she said, it's alright. So what's the altitude? I said, it's out of sight. What's with the attitude? And she said, it's alright. She said, let's get away now. Let's go down by the bay. She turned her hand my way now. Watch out, what you say now? Now the things you've been through make it seem like nothing could ever really last forever. But if you try, girl, we can do some things. She gave me headphones. Said, have you heard this sound? I think I've heard this one is totally underground. And I wouldn't let her go then. She wouldn't let me go. Just ask the neighbors, man, it's unbelievable. I played the morning rising, she played the setting sun. She said she couldn't stay when her night had just begun. So what's the altitude? I said it's out of sight. What's with the attitude? And she said it's alright. So what's the altitude? I said it's out of sight. Without abandon, we dance, we party all night. We party all night. We party all night. We party all night.
Along with the mean machine.
We made the perfect day when we played the night sun. She said she couldn't stay when her night had just begun. She wanted me to know what she didn't know herself. Said I was one of my lovers. Hey, now that's something else. We played a vocal mission to play the cosmic sky. How can we make the distance? You've always known my eye. We're letting people know what we now know ourselves. That we are one among others. Hey, now that's something else. She gave me headphones. Said, have you heard this sound? You know I've heard this one, girl. Let's get out of town. This love is like a drug and we bonded chemically. We're letting you know better. Living through chemistry.
funky president first, all right? Got it?
Yeah. Just like I said before, give me 2 weeks when I come home, I'll come and say hello. With hugs and kisses for you, missus, how I miss you so. Been gone forever, nothing better than to see you go. And tell me how you been. Don't act surprised, this is how I am. I'm feeling good and that's real. You and me should kick it more than ever, more than ever, more than ever. Remember me and you. Remember me and you. Remember me and you. Remember me and you. Remember when we'd sit, talk face to face and wonder whether we'd be making it. And chat for hours, got the left us out of government. I'd sit and listen to your words and I'd be loving it. But now the times have changed. Older but we always stay the same. I'm filling up the whole lane. And you and me should kick it more than ever, more than ever, more than ever. Yeah, remember me and you. Remember me and you. Remember me and you. Remember me and you. Yeah, la 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 la, 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 yeah.
And we are back. So thank you guys for sticking around for the break. You know what's weird?
What's up?
This is our first Christmas without Eric.
Oh, shed a tear.
So what's going to happen is
It was snowing for him the other day.
I know. He
It was sticking on the ground.
Okay, so do you know what that means?
When snow sticks on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, snow sticks on the ground.
Is that all that it means?
It means it doesn't melt away and it's actually really snowing.
Oh, okay.
Like it can snow, but it doesn't stick, so it's just flurries in the air. But when it sticks, like it's actually snowing.
I don't know because I've never really dealt with snow except for when I've gone to Flagstaff. So.
Oh, there you go. Well, I mean.
Oh, Steven even jumped in. He's like, "Without Eric, so sad." I'm so thank you, Steve. You're gonna have to let me know when you want to come back on this month before we finish off the year because we got to do a couple of things with Steve Maston again. He's always
Steve
fun.
Maston.
But of course, we are back with the break, and I brought everyone down with like Eric's gone because I do that. No, we're gonna talk about some stuff. So if you guys have not seen WestWorld at all. fucking leave right now and go fucking watch that shit because it's amazing. So Matthew and I are going to dive into Westworld, and we're going to talk about the Spider-Man trailer before we leave. But fucking
Westworld.
Westworld
is a show on HBO, home box office. And Steve and I fucking love this show.
Okay.
Let me tell you something about Westworld. You like Westerns? Me, originally, not so much.
I know.
Boom. Do now. I at least like Westerns and Westworld. You like robots? Fuck yeah, you do, because you're a human being. That's what you fucking do. You've seen Independence Day. You've seen AI. You've seen Bicentennial Man. You know, you've seen all that good shit. Well, take that, throw it out the window, because Westworld's coming in with AI and robots. Oh, you want to know something? There's also fucking samurais too.
Okay.
Boom.
So before we dive into Westworld, which I also have to give a big shout out to one of the members of the 4i Radio Network, 12A podcast, Stephen Maston. He talked about Westworld. He was actually the one that actually, like, I was already going to watch it, but he actually really sold me on it when he came on that one episode where I think you were out of town. You might have been.
Nice. So Steve's the one who fucking sold it on you. Huh? It wasn't me? Huh?
It
wasn't me? It was
was.
fucking Steve? Fucking, I love Steve. We all love Steve.
Not this.
I've got
Steve,
his
the
back.
other
That's
Steve.
fine. Let him lift you up.
Yeah. No, so before we dive into Westworld, I found
Love you,
out
buddy.
some stuff about Westworld that I didn't know about. So, of course, Westworld is based off of...
Steve writes in the chat, you like Westerns? You like worlds? You like Westworld, Matthew.
That should be their token. That should be their slogan. I'm like, token.
You like Westerns? You like worlds? You like Westworld.
So, Westworld, of course, is brought
It's brought to you by the
It's
4i
brought to you
Radio
by-
Network.
Westworld is, of course, based off of the Michael Crichton
Crichton.
novel Westworld, and also there was a movie made, Westworld, but I did not know there was a sequel called Future World, and then there was a short-lived TV series called After Westworld that must have taken place during either the late 70s, early 80s. Now, I could be completely wrong on this because I have not researched it yet, which I probably will throw this at Patrick because I got Patrick into Westworld from Life is Shit, and he absolutely fucking loves it. Of course, he comes back with, I'm totally the Man in Black. He's like...
He's William.
Oh, he's William. Spoilers alert. So if you have not watched any Westworld...
Yeah, if you haven't watched Westworld, just stop what you're doing and go watch Westworld.
Yeah, go watch it.
It's 10 episodes. Binge it.
Yeah, binge it right now on HBO Go. But, fuck! Okay, so right off the bat, I called it. Two
Okay.
different timelines going on, and I'm all like, I swear to God, William is the Man in Black.
Good for you. Round of applause. You guessed it.
Only
You
thing
predicted it.
only
yes,
thing I got
dude,
going for
good
me.
for you.
But I do like the twist with the Man in Black, where he's just like, I grew tired of you, and you're just like, oh, I grew tired.
Yeah, but we knew about that though. Like,
Yeah.
when he did his monologue and he was like, you know what, my wife died and all that stuff, and I just basically said fuck it all, and I'm just gonna do this stuff to try to feel stuff, but we don't. Steve in the chat said, I have a couple of questions for you guys. 1 favorite character and 2 favorite twists. So let's put that on hold really quick. Let's
Yes,
get you and I.
we will definitely hit that before we do that. But yes, go ahead, Matthew.
So here's the thing about Westworld.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
And I want to go there.
I haven't been this fucking hard on for a show in quite some time. When I watched Breaking Bad, I was invested in the show. I said, this is fucking great cinema. I have to watch the next episode. What is going to happen? Oh shit, this stuff went down. I feel the same way about this show, Westworld. I watch it, my mind gets blown.
Oh, yeah.
I literally, my mind gets blown. My jaw opens. I sit there and I say, holy shit. I look at my wife and she does the same expression to me and we go, holy shit.
Okay, so Breaking Bad, you
Yes.
mentioned. So I'm curious, what was the last show that did that to you? Was it Breaking Bad that did that to you, or was there something else that did that to you?
The last show where I was like, holy shit, was probably Breaking Bad.
Okay.
I mean, I really enjoyed The Night Of. I really, really enjoyed The Night Of. But this show, maybe Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones does it for me. There's been elements of Game of Thrones that do it. But again, both of those HBO shows, Breaking Bad is not, but this show is so smart and witty and sly and scary. They take all these emotions and everything, just crumble in this ball and give it to you in this package and say, here you go.
Like, enjoy.
Anthony Hopkins fucking tears this show a new one.
Okay.
He is so good. Bernard, so good.
Oh, yeah.
Evan Rachel Wood, so good. I forget Maeve, the actress that plays Maeve, so good. The fact that these people are able to be talking to you like they're human, and all of a sudden just click,
switch off,
and
robots.
All of a sudden they're robots, and they're so believable. Evan Rachel Wood as Dolores is so believable as an AI.
Oh my god, I love her.
Like, not only is she great on the eyes, and Steve, your question, favorite character, I love Dolores. I think she is such a dynamic character, and I like looking at her, but her storyline and her gaining consciousness and her being the original and her dealing with not only Ford but also Arnold and her confliction, and I think she's fucking great.
Okay, so I'm already gonna say this for this has nothing to do with we're gonna get back to WestWorld. I'm just making a little side note. Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
Next year, this man is already he's like, I did fucking WestWorld. He's gonna be in the new Transform movie, which I saw the teaser trailer of that, and I was like, I'm like, fuck you, Michael Bay. I'm not watching your movie again. Then they did this twist. I'm like, oh fuck, Anthony Hopkins is in it. Okay. And then they were like, Optimus Prime says the greatest line ever in that trailer. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. Optimus Prime comes back. They're like, Optimus Prime is gone. And then he comes back and he's fighting Bumblebee. And he literally has his sword come out and just goes, sorry, old friend. And you're like,
shit.
Oh shit. Optimus Prime is going evil?
Going rogue. He's
so
going
okay.
heel.
And then in that fall of next year, Anthony Hopkins like, oh, guess what, bitches? I'm back as Odin in fucking Thor Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
So to me, Anthony Hopkins.
Ragnarok.
So to me, Anthony Hopkins to take on this character, you're just like, okay, fuck. Like, he's just been great, and especially when they did that thing where it was like the timepiece where he's young, and they fucking did like the Robert Downey Jr. shit and everything like that.
Fucking stellar.
I was like, fucking hell. Okay, so Anthony Hopkins, fucking tears it up. My favorite character. I know it's none of the androids, which I love a lot of the androids. Like, I love, I'm forgetting her fucking name, but the brothel girl.
Maeve.
Yeah, Maeve. I fucking like her. I like her story. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, her story's fucking sick as fuck.
Good. But honestly, my favorite character is fucking William. And this is the thing, though. Both of them. I love, yes, that's right, people, twist. I love young William, because you're like, this guy is just all like, I don't know what's going on and stuff like that. And then when you find out who old William is, you're like, this is my fucking guy. Like, this is the fucking guy. Which is so weird because there's so many androids and
brain
shit like
matter
that.
all over
So
the place.
I have a weird thing to throw out there. So it's not Chris Hemsworth, but his brother. Liam. He's not dead. He's coming back. Because all we saw him was get grabbed by a bunch of robots.
Oh wait, no, not Liam.
Not Liam. It's the one that no one's
one.
ever heard one. Yeah, one of the Hemsworth brothers. I know people are like yelling at us, going like, "He has a name." I have a feeling he's gonna have a big bad part in the next season because he's not dead. But yeah, that fucking twist.
Luke Hemsworth.
Luke, thank you. Which is so weird because you would think you would remember Luke because of like Luke. But like, that's the thing. I've always been a fan of westerns and sci-fi, so this is right up my alley. So I know Matthew started watching it first, and I started jumping in on it because I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot it premiered" and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, fucking great, absolutely love it. But so
Favorite twist.
So favorite twist. I think my favorite twist, and it's probably gonna be everyone's favorite twist, was fucking Arnold.
Oh, my favorite twist was at his storyline at the end.
Oh, Arnold's storyline?
No, Ford's.
Oh, Ford's storyline. My favorite storyline was, Arnold, you're finding out that it's all like, oh shit, he's the reincarnation.
That one was great. I just loved the fucking ending. No, but yes, I do agree with you. Yours was fucking Bernard is Arnold.
Yeah,
Arnold is Bernard. Like,
yeah,
that was fucking great.
I was like, well, and not,
episode 8.
and not even that. Like the fact that he like, there's Anthony Hopkins' character. Ford was all like, "Fucking murder this woman that you've been sleeping with."
Oh yeah.
You're like, fuck.
Yeah, episode 8 was so good.
So I do have a theory though.
What?
So like you said with Anthony Hopkins, where he's like, "Oh, this is my final charade" and stuff like that. Okay, was that the real one? Was that real Ford, or was that robot Ford?
It might have been a fucking clone.
You know what's even?
It might have been a fucking AI.
You know what I think was even better? If that was the real one. And he ended up doing the same thing like with Arnold, like putting himself in the park. So he might not even be like an old like animatronic of himself, but like he might just be in the fucking park. Like he might control shit. He might can.
Well, Bernard is a host. Bernard is Arnold. Yep, my favorite. That's Steve's favorite
too.
Oh shit! Steven just blew my mind. Yes, dude. Seriously, yes, dude. But yes, that would be badass. That would be badass. I loved the ending though, man. Like his monologue and him getting up there and he's like, "This is my final storyline." Like, boom, they're taking me out. Yeah, and they're gonna take all of you out.
This is what I like about him. He literally could have just got on stage and just did this. Just gave the middle finger to everybody, and drop the mic and be like, "Fuck off," and get shot in the back of the neck, and then just watch all the androids just fuck everything up. My favorite part is William in that though, when he gets shot, and not even like everyone else is running, they're screaming.
No, he's like
finally gets shot,
and he says he's like, finally, this is what he wanted. This is what he wanted. He wanted them to be like fucking human.
That's what I like. He looks at his arm, and he has a drink in his hand too, and he's just all like.
Yeah, like here we go.
And
it's fucking on. Let's.
I know he's not gonna die.
No, of course he's not gonna die.
He probably die in like maybe season 5 or something like that if it gets that far. But he's just gonna fucking enjoy this.
Well, let's hold up. Let's get to season 2, man.
No, fuck you.
Season 5. I would love it. I would love
Matthew,
it. Matthew,
Doc Brown came in with a DeLorean. I've seen season 5.
Don't yell at me, dude. What are you doing? Don't yell at me. I'm sitting right across the table from you. Don't fucking yell at me. Jeez, man, love you, but fuck. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can't wait.
Oh my God, I can't wait. So another question I have, another good twist though. Whatever happened to William's friend?
Wait, didn't he die? Did he die?
Did he die, or is he still like to me?
Did he die? Did he die? Did he die?
Or did he just ride the horse into the sunset?
Did he die? Did he die? Did he die?
Someone hit me with a theory going like, is he dead? Or is he like, or did he like manage to survive and he's just been like living in the park?
He rode off naked into the sunset on that horse. Yes. So.
Thank you, Steven.
That is right. Thank you. I do it. Yes. And he hit the horse and it was like, I don't know, man. He might still be out there. He might be a skeleton on the back of a fucking skeleton horse. We don't know.
But yeah, they ended it.
But they leave it open, so he'll be back, dude. He'll be back.
So what do you think about so I honestly knew they obviously referenced in, I believe, the very first episode where they're like, oh, he was part of another world, kind of like they, recycle him out and stuff like that.
Right.
So they ran into Samurai World.
Yes.
What other worlds do you think they have? Like, obviously, when I found out there was a sequel to WestWorld movie and it's Future World, so I'm like, okay, there's a Future World.
I think Eric kind of told us about it. Like, I know there was the Samurai one. I think there's a couple of others. And I unfortunately, I can't pinpoint what they are. I mean, I can Google it, but...
No, I wasn't saying, like, pinpoint, like I was just saying, like, theories, because it's like, you've seen, like, all the chaos that's happening in WestWorld. Is all this stuff going to transfer over to the other worlds, or they're on like their own little like different like that's what makes me curious, because it's like you have Ford who ran WestWorld, and obviously these are like side projects.
So this is from the movie plot in the future. In the then year future of 1983, a high-tech, highly realistic adult amusement park called Delos. We'll go Delos. Featured 3 theme worlds: WestWorld and American Old West, Medieval World, Medieval Europe, and Roman World, Ancient Roman City of Pompeii. So obviously with ours, we're getting Samurai. There could be Roman. There could be others. We don't know right now, but the fact that we saw the Samurai World only makes your mind expand that much more. And not only that, so what if there's a fucking Dolores 2 that's in the fucking samurai world?
Okay,
what if Evan Rachel Wood has the same type of character,
but
in the samurai world?
So you're thinking like everybody has that character. So like there's a Teddy, but there's samurai.
There's multiple
of these.
There's Teddy as a samurai.
I didn't even think of that. That's a good one.
There's Teddy as a samurai, which would also be Tom Cruise in the what was that movie? The Last
Samurai.
Yeah, boom. That makes sense. I could have fucking made that up myself.
What, The Last Samurai?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Get off your phone.
Sorry.
Dude.
We're talking Westworld. So, okay, so season 2, I have no idea what's going to go. I wonder if it's going to be like, I'm not going to, like almost like AKA zombie apocalypse kind of thing where it's like everybody who's inside the park right now is pretty much, have to deal with.
Well, the AI have control of the park right now.
Yeah, they have the control of the park right now.
So, season 2, what's it going to be? Is going to be more humans coming in trying to regain control? Is it going to be kind of a civil war between the AI? Maybe there's going to be the Man in Black's going to go one way, Dolores might go the other way. Like just figuratively, but a war between them. Like we don't know, but I don't know.
It'd be so freaking crazy that they're like, look, Westworld's the only one that's overrun by the AIs. People know this, and they're like, they're like, let's grab the samurai to help us fight this war.
That could be.
That's why they introduced them.
That could be.
But
I mean, we still got Maeve. She didn't leave.
Yeah,
she stayed there.
Yeah, she fucking came back.
She came back
bad way.
Yep. So I mean, she's already started to like collect her war and stuff. So, did you watch after the credits?
Oh my god. Okay, so I ended up watching the episode twice.
Okay.
I did not see it the first time, and I'm like, wait, was this on the end of the other one? But okay, I don't know what it was, but I don't know her name. The snake tattoo girl.
Yeah.
I fucking like her. That was fucking metal.
Yeah, she tore it up in the last episode. Both of them did.
And her partner.
The dude that's all in black. Yeah, the bandit guy.
But yeah,
they fucking tore it up.
Her just fucking like breaking her arm off.
The fact when they got those like M90s and they were just like, holy shit.
Oh my god.
The first time he fired it and he was like, oh my god. And like she did, and they just connected. It was like, holy shit! That was so cool.
That's what I thought was so cool because it's almost like children.
Well, you saw them learn. They were
just like,
holy shit!
They're like, oh, our guns only shoot 6.
Yeah,
this shoots a lot.
We're about to tear some motherfucking shit up.
That was such a badass rule, and I felt kind of bad because like after like she got stuck, and then it kind of like this episode goes on, you're like, oh, she's dead. I will have to say this. A very like as much as like sci-fi, cool, serious, all that kind of stuff. My favorite part in that movie, or not in the movie, in the show, was with the guy who's helping them escape. The one guy who would put them back together. And
the Asian dude.
I just love the fact where like they find Bernard and they bring him back, and then he's just like looking at himself like, am I? And she's like, you're not one of us, dumbass.
Right.
Kind of thing. And you're just like, oh, it's so fucking like that. Just that.
So I loved Maeve's storyline too.
Oh,
because she got so intelligent and escalated so quickly, and the fact that she had the same pretty much power as Ford, where she could look at one of the AIs and control them without doing anything. It was basically just like, this is what I'm thinking, and you're gonna do it, and they would do it. I was like, oh shit, she's going to be a counterpart against Ford, where say Ford's not dead.
Yeah.
So he's got one side, but she's also doing this fucking uprising rebellion. Like they're not as great as they think. They think they're gods, but they're not fucking gods. Basically, Maeve is becoming a god, if you want to think about it in some aspect, because she's able to do that. And she's gathering her followers and shit like that, but. Maeve was super fucking cool.
Steve just brought up something. He goes, I bet Maeve's daughter is in another world.
Ooh, could be.
But right when you were saying
that could be.
Right when you were saying that, I go, okay, I'm trying to figure out when she left, like had that revelation, like, okay, I got to get off the train and leave, get back into the park and everything that. I'm trying to figure out if because they're timelines. They have timelines. I'm wondering if that's when Ford's giving his speech. and if Ford, because he's given her so much run of everything, because you kind of figure Ford knows what's going on with every single one of his fucking bots.
Yeah, you would think so, yeah.
Would you think that Ford had the fucking like audacity to be like, I'm gonna upload my shit into her so she can get away with everything?
Oh my gosh, dude, that would be. Oh, dude.
That just hit me when you were saying that. Like, what if that was like, hey, I'm leaving, but I'm going to become one of these people, but I'm going to be already put on somebody with a mission? Because if you think about it, it's like,
dude, man,
she kept getting brought in, they kept tinkering around with shit, and Ford didn't do shit. But like, as soon as like the guy with the fucking tracker and like everything, he was like, we need to cover this. Like, he was on top of all the other shit.
Dude, I fucking love that. I love that. Nice job. I love that.
And this one,
we'll just have to see, because
that's what I'm like, he's just like, I'm gonna let this one go rogue.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, he had a storyline. He had the way he wanted it to fucking pan out, and they did it. I mean, maybe because they had the scene where she thought she was fucking doing everything, and he was like, no, like, this is our program. This is already pre-programmed. So what if he fucking pre-programmed her to get off the train already? Like, it wasn't her getting off the train. Okay. He already fucking... Because she was on her own storyline. Oh, dude! Oh, my gosh, dude.
Something else just hit me.
Maybe he's like...
Something else just hit me. Okay. I might be piling on. Ford becomes Mavis.
Maeve.
Yeah, Maeve.
Arnold. Maybe.
Yes, Arnold is...
Bernard.
But... what if Arnold's not Bernard?
See, I think Arnold is still here. I think Arnold's still there.
No, this is what I'm saying. Arnold's still there, but he's not Bernard.
Well, I think Arnold's still there, but I don't think he's a being. I think he's in the fucking world. He's just in the network.
Okay, so you have
he discovered consciousness. He produced consciousness and was able to insert himself into consciousness in this fucking master supercomputer, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And maybe one of his vessels is Bernard. Well, Ford made Bernard.
Yes.
But I guess really he could be a vessel to anybody. He taps into their brain and says, remember, he says shit like that. So,
but what I was getting at, so you have
this fucking show.
So you have Maeve's. Okay, so check this out. Ford uploads himself into Maeve's. This is all just Steve Mooney theory, so you don't have to worry about anything else and stuff like that. But Bernard is all like, oh, I'm Bernard and stuff. But Arnold technically has already become, and I'm fucking forgetting her name, the one who's in love with Teddy.
Dolores.
So then you have Maeve and Dolores.
Her name's Maeve.
Maeve and Dolores pretty
go
much,
at it?
Yeah, Ford and Arnold going fucking at it.
Oh, okay.
That's just a theory.
Yeah.
That's just a theory.
That could be. That could be.
Because if you think about it, like all the people that like Maeve used, like in her thing, like she used the bandits, she has all these people, and then like on the other side, it's like she has Teddy, she has all these other kind of people like doing that shit. So these are just all all the hosts were talking about Arnold during different times. The originals, I think Arnold is in the program in the software. Okay, that's what
I'm thinking.
Steve said. That's what I'm saying. Steve's gonna come on and we're gonna have a huge fucking just like WestWorld debacle about this. But no, this is just in my head because that's how my brain thinks. Where I'm just like, oh, what if this is this? But like you, after saying some stuff, I'm like, oh, what is this? But that's the only thing I can think of. Like that would be such a kicker if like Ford literally uploaded himself into. Like, he's like, no, she's going to do all this stuff because I'm making her do this because I already know what I will say this. Anthony Hopkins, that was his fucking mic drop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was great.
That came out good. So, of course, we're going to possibly have to wait till 2018. I'm looking forward to it. In fact, I think I'm going to try to track down a copy of WestWorld movie. WestWorld Future World, and I think we're going to have Steve on, and I think we're going to have to sit down and do a comment, like just.
That'd be cool.
Like watch it and just be like, what do we fucking think and stuff.
That'd be cool.
So,
probably Zia or Bookman's.
No, definitely. Oh yeah. Well, I know Amazon has it, but I'm going to see it. But I do want a physical copy. Like I want to own this shit. I actually might dive in and actually, because I've never read the book, but I think I might pick up the book of Westworld and just read on that.
There you go.
So for some fun stuff. But before we close out the episode tonight, Matthew and I, of course, the trailer was released, and like I said, Jimmy Kimmel's releasing another trailer tonight. Spider-Man: Homecoming. We saw him in Civil War. A lot of people fell in love with the actor who's playing Spider-Man now. I'm on board with him because I think he's done a phenomenal job. But let's dive into this. I'll say this. This is old school fucking Spider-Man they're doing. He makes jokes. He's nervous. He's awkward. They even did the thing with his fucking suit where he has the webbing in his arm to do the thing.
Yeah, to make it kind of wingsuit.
Well, because that used to be in the back end, like the 60 comics with
did
Spider-Man. Oh, yeah, he had that. Like, there's actually one where he meets the Fantastic Four. He's, like, on the wall, and you can actually see the webbing. Like, that was a key.
Nice, okay.
Like, a big thing of his piece that they actually kind of, removed, throughout time and stuff. So, off the bat, I loved it. I'm like, I was excited for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Okay.
Like, because I love Spider-Man. Great character, love him, some of that. I remember seeing the teaser trailer. I'm like, I can't wait to see it. It came out in 2002. Saw it right before I went, left high school, all that shit. When they were rebooting it, I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, Andrew Garfield, I'm like, yeah, I like him as Spider-Man. He does his quips really good. But I'm like, you're looking at this guy going, bull fucking shit, you have problems with women. You're gorgeous. Fuck you. You probably just show up at school and women are just like sucking your dick right when you walk through the door. So I'm like, I don't believe you're Peter Parker for a minute. You're Spider-Man on the other. Spot on, but you're Peter Parker? Fuck you. You're handsome. I'm berating someone for being good looking. The new Spider-Man, I absolutely love. So what did you think of this trailer?
I thought it was cool. So I don't know, the in-depth history of Spider-Man or whatnot. I thought it was cool. I think the Vulture played by Michael Keaton looks badass. I'm still not sold on this guy as Spider-Man. Like I got what we got in Civil War, but it wasn't anything for me to be like, yeah, this is my Spider-Man. So I'm intrigued by that. What you're talking about with them bringing back the wingsuit and stuff, which is homage to like 1960, is cool. Hence Spider-Man: Homecoming. It's like a rebirth, but it's also taking it back to the kind of the original, I guess.
Yes. Which
is cool. I like that. I didn't necessarily know that was what it was, but it makes sense to me now, which I'm more intrigued. I'm gonna see it, obviously.
Yes.
I mean, I like Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man as a character.
And now that he's in like the Marvel universe,
it's
like a big because you're like, okay, this is another chapter in that huge storyline.
We got Tony Stark as Iron Man coming back, and he's going to be in there.
I think Robert Downey Jr. is more Tony Stark than Iron Man in this film,
which I'm good with.
I'm fine with.
They did show a scene of him in the suit, and they were flying together.
Which honestly, I think that's probably like the ending.
Probably.
But
I'm intrigued to see more of the Vulture. I actually really enjoyed his suit, his gadgets.
That fucking design of the Vulture.
He reminded me of the Green Goblin, just with his kind of hoverboard type thing he has.
Yeah.
But he looks more. What's the right word I'm trying to say? He looks more
like
he just looks like he can fuck shit up more.
More.
He's more heavy. He's got heavier armor.
Yes.
Heavier armor. And it's more. It's more mechanical.
Yeah, it's more mechanical. It's really kind of cool. But what I really liked about this trailer is the fact that Tony Stark was like, "Hey, don't worry about the guy who's flying around terrorizing people." He's like, just he's literally like, "Look, you did this thing for me. You did a solid for me in the Civil War thing and stuff like that." He's like, "Keep the suit, do what you need to do." But he's like, "Lay low, don't worry about it." But you can see how he's Peter Parker in this movie is like, "No, dude, I gotta prove myself. It's like, look." Avengers are all over the place. Avengers go to different sides of the world, but there's shit that happens in New York. And, it's all and I have to defend it. It's like, this is my hometown. It's like, look, I can't go, overseas or anything like that. I can't fight huge battles against, Ultron or, Loki and stuff like that. But he's like, I want to do something. And now there's this guy who comes in who starts trying to terrorize my fucking hometown. Fuck this guy. I'm Spider-Man. I'm not taking the shit. Thing that really blew me away is the fucking ship. Where the ship's getting cut in half and he's holding it. Because you're sitting there going he's out in the middle of fucking nowhere. And you're like, what the fuck? Holy shit.
The amount of strength that he has to at least just hold it and bring it back to,
I think my favorite part of that trailer is when he's just hanging out at the bank.
Yeah.
Like, he's literally up on the wall. He's like, hey, I know you guys. You guys are the Avengers. And they all have Avengers.
So they're bank robbers. So
yeah.
Set up the scene. So there's a bunch of bank robbers.
That was a cool thing. Like trying to swing at him, he just keeps dodging.
Yeah.
Takes the guy. Actually, another one I liked was like he grabbed one of the guy's fists and threw it into another guy.
He did.
And I was like,
That was
pretty
cool.
That was pretty badass. But I like when he falls down and he beat up everybody and he's just like, whoa. Like he was excited that he was able to he was just like, oh, I don't even realize the power that I have kind of thing. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah, so second trailer is going to drop. By the time this episode comes out, you guys will probably be able to see the trailer. So yeah, I'm excited for this movie. Like this has been like one of the best Spider-Mans I've seen. And like I'm not even trying to say Tobey Maguire sucked or Andrew Garfield no, they did really good, but for whatever reason, I think that with Marvel kind of being involved with this Sony picture, they're kind of like, no, you might want to do this, or let's do this, or this. They're able to write better for this character because like anything Marvel Studios is involved with, obviously you're like, oh, that's Iron Man, oh, that's Captain America.
Well, I'm intrigued to see what Stan Lee's cameo is going to be on this one.
What I'm more curious about is who is going to be J. Jonah Jameson when they finally get to that point.
I don't know. I mean, maybe Jenna Jameson will be Jenna Jameson in this.
Oh, I really want them to bring back J.K. Simmons, but J.K. Simmons has left, and he is with, which I'm really kind of curious how his Commissioner Gordon's going to be, though.
The DC.
Because his fucking JJ in fucking Spider-Man was fucking on point.
He was good.
He was so good in that. And it's hard to believe that you see him in Oz raping people in the shower. You're like, JJ wouldn't do that.
Oh, JJ would do that.
JJ would. He's like, JJ's gonna show you his JJ.
Did you ever watch Whiplash yet?
No, I haven't seen it. Oh, yes.
You did watch it.
I was thinking the other one, the I don't know, the roller derby one.
With Ellen Page?
Yeah.
Whip It. Yeah,
Whip It. I saw
Whip It's chill too.
That's the thing though. Whip It had fucking Mr. Fantastic as the drummer.
You're Whiplash. Yes.
And then J.K. Simmons. Oh, he was great on it. He's like
Whiplash is so good.
Oh my god, he is. That is. I wish I had that on sound bites of his shit, where someone could do something and just hit that, be all like, "What are you doing? Jerking your boyfriend off? Fucking do the fucking beat, you know?" Yeah. Oh, his shit. Oh my god! If you haven't seen that movie,
I'm gonna have to throw it on again. Megan got it for got it for me. I got it for Christmas last year.
Okay, I don't own that. I want to own that. I need it. I'm going out and buying it. Yeah, it's such a good fucking movie.
All right, buddy.
All right, we're going to wrap this episode up, and I want to thank you all for joining us for
thank you so much.
Episode of Socially Awkward. But yeah, go ahead and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Don't forget to check out all of our great sponsors. Like if you're shopping this holiday season, go to thesasquatch.net, click on that Amazon banner, and shop like you normally do. We'll get a little taste if you do. And Matthew's going to have some. Do you have the closing intro, or should I play that? I know, we're really throwing shit to the wind right now with the magic. But yes, until next time, kids, you're jerking your boyfriend off, or you're going to tap that sass?
I'm jerking my boyfriend.
Good call.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. I'm out.